Hello guys, welcome to another video tutorial on HTML5, and we will proceed in this video with the style.css. We will style our website that we've created with all the new elements in the last video. So let's go to style.css. If you don't have a file like this, just create a file called style.css. And the first thing we will do, and we already talked about this in other video, is called the asterisk symbol here. And this basically means that I want to apply to all the web page these properties I'm going to type now. Okay, and I'm going to type margin 0 pixels and padding 0 pixels. This is a very important thing you should do every time you start a web page. Okay. Now here I'm gonna type another thing, and some selectors, which are basically the new elements of HTML5 that we are using in the web page, which is the header, the section, the footer, the A side, the nav, the article, and the H group. Okay, and the properties I'm going to give to this is display in block. And what this property does is basically grab all the new elements and put them in block, which means it will style them one under the other. Okay, it will block them it will put them like a block in your web page. Okay, so make sure you do that. Now the next one is body. Let's give some properties to the body. And the first thing I'm going to do is width. Width here and 100. I forgot to mention as well, this display block will also avoid a lot of problems with non-compatible browsers of HTML5. And now that I'm talking about incompatibilities, I want to say to you that a lot of properties in CSS3, a lot of new properties that I'm going to use now, are not compatible with other browsers other than Chrome. Okay, because remember, this is still in development. A lot of CSS3 properties are in development still. Okay, but Chrome is the only browser that have implemented already all the features of CSS3 and HTML5. So I advise you and recommend you to use Chrome. Okay. Now in the body section, you'll have to type width 100%, and this is very you have to type this property always if you want to use flexible boxes in your web page. Okay, make sure you remember that. Now display, here we're going to give now a new property, which is the WebKit and box. Okay, now what this is basically this is saying that we want to implement a new kit, okay, with to use flexible boxes. Basically, this is saying to the Chrome browser that we want to use the kit of tools and that we need to use the flexible box. Okay, so make sure you type this as well whenever you need to type or to create flexible boxes. Now after that we type WebKit and box pack. Okay, and here what this does is basically grab all the flexible boxes as a pack, and what we want to give it as a property is center. And basically what this will do is center all our website. Remember that we used to do that margin 0 auto to center all our website. So in this case, this will center all your website, because we are saying here, grab all the boxes as a pack and center them, okay, in the body. So let's proceed. Let's check it out how it's going right now in our website. Oops, sorry. Just a second. Let us run this in Chrome. Okay, as you can see, all is centered. Okay, we have all the elements centered in the middle of our web page, and we have this as a block as well, one beneath the other. Now we still need a lot of properties to make it more presentable as a website. So let's proceed. Let's go to style.css. Now the next thing I'm gonna type is the div wrapper. Okay, in the div wrapper I want to give a maximum width of 1000 pixels, and let's give it a margin 20 pixels, 0 pixels, and display is WebKit box. Remember that this means that whenever we have a parent with or a div that inside we will use flexible boxes, we will need to type this, okay? Otherwise the flexible boxes will not work, okay? So inside the wrapper and inside the body, all the parent sections or div, the parent should have all the WebKit box display. Okay, so WebKit box, and now let's type another WebKit box, and this is a new feature which is orient. And this what we'll do is either you want the boxes oriented in vertical or horizontally. So I want them vertical. Okay. Remember that the wrapper is in here, and what it has inside it is the header, the nav, and it has also the section here, okay, and the A side as well. So let's save this. Let's type vertical there, and here I'm going to type WebKit box, and this is how we can say to the div, or in this case is a div, ID div. This is how we say we want this to be flexible, okay? So pay attention, we type flex, okay? And now to say if we want that flexible or not flexible, we type 1 for flexible or 0 for non-flexible. Okay, so let's type 1. I want this to be a flexible box. Save it, and let's run this and see how it's going. Okay, for now we have all this, but the problem is that we don't have any borders or limits to see how the flexible box works. So let's proceed and style this a little bit more. Let's type now the head which is this one here. Where is it? Here. Okay, the header, which has the ID head, and this is going to be background. The background color, let's give it this orange or whatever color you want. Let's give the header a border of 2 pixel solid. Let's give it a black, and let's give it a padding of 20 pixels. Okay, now the next thing I want to give properties to is the article. Okay, so the article, let's give some properties here. The article, let's give it a border 1 pixel solid black, and display WebKit box, padding of 10 pixels, margin 10 pixel margin, and here let's give WebKit box orient vertical, and here WebKit box, WebKit box flexible, yes. Okay, now let's save this. Now the next one is navigation. Let's give it a border of red, background yellow, can be yellow, and that's pretty much it. The navigation LI, let's give it a display inline block. The list style none, and padding 3 pixels. Okay, now let's save this and let's see how it's going in the browser. Okay, perfect. It's a little bit more presentable, as you can see, and as you'll see, we have the flexibility, as you can see, in the boxes. As you can see in the borders here, I'm pushing the Chrome browser, I'm shorting it, and it comes down to the limit as I'm shorting the browser. Okay, pretty cool. This will be pretty useful for, let's say, mobile phones, and let's say you have a monitor on your mobile device, pretty small, so you will see like this. Okay, it will be bigger automatically and flexible as the monitor resolution enlarges. Okay, now we still have a problem here, which is this the news section, which I'm going to put them right here. Okay, remember that in the old CSS we used a float left, float to the right to put a column in the right of your web page. Now I'm going to show you how to do a lot simpler than we did in normal CSS, how to put a column in here, and I'm going to show you right now how to do that. Just a second. Now navigation LI. Now let me grab the div ID new, and let's give it a display which is the WebKit. Remember, we have to, whenever you have or you want to have flexible boxes inside a div, you have to type in that div or the parent div, you have to type this, okay, WebKit box. Otherwise the flexible boxes will not work. Now WebKit box orient horizontal. Okay, so this is how we will create the the new section. This is how we will put the box in the right section of our web page. Okay, because we are saying here orient the boxes inside the div new, which is this one here. Okay, where we have the sections. Okay, orient them as in horizontal. Okay, so let me save this. Already saved. As you will see now, if we go here to Chrome and click here, you'll see, and there it is. Okay, you see that already the box, which is the new section. I don't have a border yet. I'm gonna place a border, but the box, which is the new section, is already horizontally with the other boxes. Okay, so this is a lot faster and easier to put a column, okay, on the left or on the right side of your div. Okay, other than a lot better than doing all that float left, float right. Okay, so this is how we do it in CSS3. Now I'm gonna grab now. Next one is the main. Let me give a border of 1 pixel, solid black. This video is going to take a little longer, but I want to finish all in this video. So sorry for being such a large video, but we'll get pretty much the idea of how all this works, and the knowledge you'll get, it's pretty awesome. So now we will do flex. I want this to be flexible as well. The main section or the main div. Oops, this is not 1 pixel. It's 1. And let's give a padding of 30 pixels. Now here it's the A side I want to use. Where is it? A side or the side box? Div side box. Okay, so this will be border 1 pixel, solid green. And now what I'm going to do is, let me just save this. As you can see, this is the section of the news. I've pretty much gave these two boxes the property being flexible. Okay, so as you can see, if I short this, you'll see that those boxes are flexible, and they pretty much automatically are in the size of the browser, either if I short the browser or enlarge the browser. Okay, the one that is pretty static is this right box here, the news box. So this is a pretty good technique that we will use, and you can use in your websites to have this side column with fixed width, and then the middle columns or the middle sections will have will be flexible, okay, as you can see here. You can try it on your own browser in Chrome, okay. And why is this? Because let's say we have in this left side we have it's pretty I'm gonna put a width a little bit larger there, so let's give it a width of 230 pixels, and let's give it a padding of 10 pixels and a margin of 10 pixels as well, okay. And let me save this, and let me go back to this, refresh. Okay, there it is. Okay, as you can see, the only thing that changes size automatically is the flexible boxes, which are these ones here in the middle, and this is pretty much the width is blocked and it's always the same. Now this is pretty useful when you have, let's say, add-ons to put in here. So it's the add-on should be always with the same size. We will not enshort the ads in your website, otherwise will be pretty crappy. So this is a cool way to make a static or a static size limit section for ads and a flexible section for the articles. Okay, as you can see, pretty cool, huh? Okay, so let's proceed, and to finish we just have to type the ID, which is the footer, which was ID copy right. Let's give here text align center, padding 20 pixels, border top 1 pixel solid black, and margin, let's give a margin top 20 pixels. Okay, that's it. Let's see how it's presented, and refresh, and okay, we have a problem here. It's not copyright. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's run this in Chrome. Okay, refresh, and there it is. Okay, this is the website, and as you can see, this is what you can do with flexible boxes. Okay, it's a new way of design, and with HTML5, and it's pretty cool and will be pretty useful for you in the future designing websites. Now this is all for now. If you have any questions or comments, post your questions in the section below or send me a private message. Okay, bye guys.